Are you looking to start a business but you're still like confused on what to do, how to go about it? And 26 is about the third month. We are almost in March 2026 and you're still not decided, how do I start this business? Hi, welcome here. Today in this video I'm going to show you or teach you how to start a business from scratch and make it a successful business. If you're new here, my name is Fiona. Welcome. Remember to like this video, subscribe for more of content on personal finance and business ideas. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you. I really appreciate your time here. So today I want us to talk about tips on starting a business. Sometimes we have that fear that keeps us, you fear the unknown. You don't know if you start a business, if it's going to collapse, if it's going to grow, if it's going to sustain you. So you live in fear, but most importantly is, how do I start this business? So first of all, the first thing you need to have is an idea. What kind of business do you want to start? You can't be sitting there and all the ideas. You want to start a business but you don't have a specific idea that you want. You must be having a specific idea of the kind of business that you want to start. Your idea might be influenced by passion. You're passionate about something. You love crocheting, so the passion is there. You've been doing it, but you want to make it marketable. You want to sell it. You want to get an income out of it. The other thing that can influence your idea, of course, is money. But this should be the last thing, that should not be the only thing that is making you to start a business. If you start a business because of money, if the money doesn't come, the business will collapse. So you always hear people say, start something that you are passionate about, start something that you have passion about. This is because sometimes you start a business, it might take you up to 6 months before you see any returns from that business. You're just pumping rent, pumping the drawers, pumping everything, and it will take you even a year or more for you to have the business pay you. So you hear people say, do something that you're passionate about. But as you consider your passion, consider that if that's what you're passionate about can bring money. Because you might be passionate about so many things and it can't bring money. Look at your passion. How can you well market your passion? You need to have the passion in you, and also, is it something that is marketable, that can be sold, that can bring money? So when you have an idea, which I have said can be influenced by either your passion or the money, but don't start a business just because you saw somebody sell out on that kind of business and you're like, if this person is doing well, I'll also start this business because I'm going to do well. No, it doesn't go like that. Start a business that you have some passion in it and you've already calculated this passion. How do I make it monetizable? The other thing you need is, you need to do research. This is number 2. You need to do research on the idea. You have an idea, like I'll give an example of I'm selling shoes. So I want to sell shoes. Then I need to do a market research. Who are my target customers? Where am I going to source these shoes? How much will I get the shoes at? How much am I intending to sell the shoes for? So you need to do a simple research. And of course, where are you going to be selling? So if I'm selling these shoes, I need to get myself, where am I selling these shoes? Who is my target customer? Do a simple research so that you know, when I get these shoes, I'm going to be selling them online. Or when I get these shoes, I'm going to be hawking somewhere. Or when I get these shoes, I'm going to get a kibada or a small outlet where I'm going to be selling the shoes. You need to have an outline in your head of where you intend to do your business. You can't do business on paper. You have to know, like, I'll get shoes, 20 pairs, and I'm going to be selling online. I'm going to get shoes, 30 pairs, and I'm going to hawk. I'm going to cook chapatis, and I'm going to take to the offices. So you need to do some simple research so that you can convert your idea into a business project. The other thing is, you need to look for, where are you getting the services? If it's goods you're selling, there are so many goods that you can sell. Where are you getting them? You need to get your goods at a place where when you sell, you are able to get a profit. And I mean a profit, not just getting a good at 200 shillings and selling at 500 shillings and assume that the 300 is your profit. You have to calculate the transport costs. any cost that you incur in the process of getting that good from that point, from your supplier to your place or your shop. You need to calculate all the amount of money that item has spent, so that when you come to calculate your profit, you can weigh, like, my expenses were 100, I have sold this thing at a difference of 300. So from the 300, take away the expenses, which is 100. So your profit is 200. People ignore these costs. People ignore the supplier sending you, or the supplier sending an Uber or a rider to bring those stuff to you. You shouldn't ignore any costs in business. The other thing that you need to consider as you start your business from scratch is, if it's possible, start your business from a place that you're not paying rent. Rent in Nairobi is overrated. Rent in Kenya is very high. I'm based in Kenya, so I do the post mentioning maybe Kenya. If you're in a place that you're able to do your business without paying rent, or you're paying rent that is not too high, then your business is going to peak very early. But if you're in a place that your business rent is higher than even the amount of money you make at the end of the month, then you're going to be struggling and your business might not see its first birthday. You need to be in a place where the rent is manageable. The rent is something that if within the first week you have not made your rent, then the second week you have made your rent, so that the third week and the fourth week before the month ends, you are able to stock, and you are able also to get money that can pay you. Because at the end of the day, as a business owner, you need to eat, you need to dress up, you have maybe a family, so those your basic needs need to be met. But if your business is eating away everything, then that means you're not able to meet any of your basic needs. The other thing is the transport cost. You need to consider your transport cost from where your home to where your shop, or where you're going to do your business, or your supplier. Imagine now I'm getting supplier, I'm in Nairobi, I'm getting a supplier all the way from Meru, and I'm the one paying for the transport. And that thing, before it gets to me, I have to leave maybe my house in Mlolongo to go to town to sell. So you see, goods get from Meru to town, I have to get from Mlolongo to town. That is too much transport cost, and it is going to eat into your capital and your profit. If you don't have profit, it eats into your capital. So you need to check that where you're selling and whatever you're selling is not it's not traveling too much, because when the transport costs are high, it's going to go back to your business, and it's going to do what? Eat into your profit and into your capital. Other thing you need to consider is business permit. So if you're working in Nairobi, if you're working in whichever county, they have their own costs for their business permits. You need to be aware of that cost as you start. These days they have included the fire extinguisher and the public health. So you need to be aware or be in touch with what your county is demanding for you to have, for you to own a shop, so that you're not breaking the law and it might cost you more money when you get caught. So make sure that you are versant enough with what your county demands of the county permit, so that you fulfill what the law wants. The other thing is, ask as you start your business. These things is almost everything is online. Can your business be marketed online? Are you able to market your business online? You can get customers from TikTok, customers from Facebook, customers from Instagram, X, and all those social media platforms. So, is your business marketable via online? You need to answer this question. And are you able yourself to market your business, or will you hire a social media manager? Because these days, for a business to thrive, most, not all, I'm saying most, not all, most businesses have they have someone talking about them online, so that you create knowledge to people that are online that you have a physical store somewhere and you're selling this and this. So you need to ask yourself, am I able to market my business online? And what can I do if I'm not able to enable it? If I'm not able to market myself, can I be able to market even in all those WhatsApp groups? Those estate WhatsApp groups, the church WhatsApp groups, they really help because they help to spread the word out there that you have a business and your business about this, and you open at these hours, and you're selling this and this. The other thing that you need to know as you start your business is don't look for profit in the first few months. I know this is not what you want to hear. You want to hear that you start your business and in the first 2 months it's paying for you your rent, you're buying food in the house, it's taking you for vacations. Everybody wishes for that. But as you start your business, as a starter, I'll tell you, first, put your expectations on the minimum. Just show up for your business. Don't expect that your business in the first maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months it's going to pay anything. Just sell and restock as you grow. You assess the situation and know when it is okay for you to start paying yourself. So that's why before you start a business, you need to know, if I started a business today where I'm going to be getting income for the next few months or month before my business can really come up. So be patient, and business demands a lot of patience, business demands a lot of perseverance, and business needs a lot of discipline, because if you're not disciplined enough, you're going to spend the capital or even the money that you have just sold on things that are not bringing any source of income. So before you start that business, this is a video that I've enlightened you on what you need to consider. I hope you loved it. I hope it opened your eyes onto something, and if it did, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next video.